Okay, I've been out all day long and I have been kind of just running errands, but I stopped and I did one thing. And it's something that I have wanted to do for a long time, and I finally talked to Shannon and she said, yeah, let's do it. Let's have some fun with this. And I want to show you what I did. And I think I've kind of prefaced this a little bit in some of the previous videos, but when we were purchasing metal for the shed behind me, I found some things and I just bought one today, and we had to go pick one out, and here is what I did. I'm going to turn this thing around and show you. It's kind of fun. I'm really interested in seeing how this works out for us, but here we go. We now have a fire hydrant in our backyard. Now this is, I would call it vintage, and the reason I would call it vintage is because it says, let's see here, where is it? Where is it? It says 1987 right there. I don't know if you can see that. 1987 right there. And it is, that would put it at, I don't know, maybe 36 years old. So 36, but if you have a 20-year-old car, you can get an antique plate on it. So technically this is an antique, being you know, manufactured in 87. So what we're hoping is that our dogs will use this as a pee-pee station instead of the fireplace, instead of the deck, instead of the posts on the shed, instead of the travertine that we have here. So our dogs have been kind of just going wherever there's a new spot to relieve themselves in the morning and frankly all day long. So we got them something that hopefully they can treat as their own personal bathroom. So that's why we have that. I think it's going to be very cool. It's definitely a statement piece. I don't know if this is where it's going to go. Now, if you look, you're going to see that it's in the ground, but then about a foot above that is kind of the base of the actual fire hydrant. Right about there. So we are going to bury in the ground all of that section right there. That whole section is going to be underground. And right now it's probably only about 6 inches in the ground. So what do you think of that, guys? What do you think of that? What do you think? Look at this, come here. Come here. Look at that. Oh, is he gonna bark at it? Get it? Get it? Why don't you take a leak on that right now? I won't have any problems if you do that. So what they have been doing is they've been peeing all over this travertine. So when I lay the flooring, when I lay all that patio down, I am having to rinse this off with the hose. And when I see them do it, I rinse it off right then. Sometimes I don't see them do it, and then it needs to be washed off before I put it down, if you know what I mean. So we're close. Oh, I want to show you what else we did. We have decided that we are going to pour the concrete in front of the shed. It's going to be probably about 4 inches tall, and it is going to be kind of a landing that we're going to put some larger pattern 12 by 12 tile on there, and we have marked out a section probably about 5 foot by 12 foot, and it's just going to be a little step up landing leading into the 8-foot sliding glass door. So what we did is we marked out that with the green marking paint, 5 feet by 12 feet. So this is the plan right now, is all the travertine right down here is going to go all the way out to that mark right there, and then all of this travertine here is going to go all the way up, and it's going to go all the way to the edge of that new concrete pour right there. Now, if we have this laid out correctly, then the line that is right there is going to continue on, and if everything goes correctly, it's going to intersect that spot right there where the corner of that concrete pour is going to be. So if we've done this correctly, this will line up perfectly with the edge of that, which means the turf will be starting way over there. It's going to come this way, and it's going to end right here. the turf is going to go all the way down to the fireplace and then back to that. So this entire section is going to be one big bed of turf. I can't tell you how excited I am to get this done, and we are going to probably change things up on the shed as well. So we were originally talking about cladding this entire thing in R panel metal, painted either cream or painted white with a dark charcoal roof line or black roof line with really dark matching trim around the windows and everywhere else. So one of the things that I think we're going to do is we may be doing the front surface of the shed in tongue and groove 1x8 wood, and having the front look, you can make it look kind of like teak, and we're kind of exploring that option. So keep in mind, this may change. This may not be completely a steel building. It's still going to be really cool, and we're going to drywall the inside. And gosh, there's so many things that we're making changes on right now, but we are pretty excited about how it's coming along. Now that the door is in, this changes everything. Now that the window is in, it changes everything. Now, all we did was just throw some silicone in this edge. We did self-tapping screws about every 6 to 8 inches. We did the same thing on the window, and this thing opens up beautifully now. Ooh, I gotta grease it. Anyway, here we go. Hope y'all like it. And then when you're sitting here working out, pumping iron, you're gonna look out and you're gonna see the palm tree and the pool. Love it, love it, love it, love it. So we're getting there, we're getting closer. This is exciting. We hope you're liking what you're seeing. And again, hey, send us pictures, send us videos, send us messages on what you're working on with your DIY world. And we'd love to see what you have. And we'd love to comment back and show our support for what you're doing in your own DIY world. So I hope you're having a good one. Enjoy it. Keep watching. Thanks for watching us. We'll talk to you later. Bye. All right there, everybody. I am back at it, but I'm back on the back side of the pool today, and the reason is because I'm going to go ahead and finish the penny tile project on the back side of the spillway wall. Now, one thing that I did do, and you can see this, where I stuccoed the back side and then I put the penny tile all the way around as far as I thought it needed to be even with the outside of the structure. Now, one of the things that I need to do is I need to kind of fill in some of these little gaps, and in order to do that I need to use cut tile, and there is a cut tile, tiny little 3/4 of an inch. This turns into, oh, my pool is making some weird noise. Let's figure this out. I don't know what that is. I don't know if you guys even heard that. It sounded like a bird chirping. Now, one thing that happened the other day is my pool equipment fried. It started to smoke out the computer. Now, this is a salt pool, so it separates that sodium from the chloride, creating chlorine, thus cleaning your pool. And right now it is being chlorinated with powder chlorine because my chlorinating system portion of the pool equipment is down. So right now all it's doing is turning the water over and keeping it filtered, but right now I have to chlorinate this with actual chlorine instead of using the salt in the pool. And I don't know what happened, but I had smoke pouring out, and we had basically a small electrical fire inside the components for the pool. So that really sucked. I ended up having to spend quite a bit of money on a new chlorinator, but I think I need to buy a new motherboard for my computer because it also has a little bit of char on it, a little bit of burn, and I was hoping, fingers crossed, that I got a new salt cell, plug it in, and it would have worked. It doesn't recognize that it's plugged in, so I think there's something wrong with the board. The board is not cheap. That's why I didn't really want to do that up front. But yeah, I guess it is what it is. So it fried, I got to replace it. So in the meantime, powder chlorine until we get that finished. So anyway, hey, that's just one more thing that we have to deal with back here. Right now I'm going to work on penny tile, and I have a fun little thing here that I'm doing. In order to cut my tile, my little penny tile, because they come in these little sheets, 1 by 1 foot sheets, and then I can pull individual tiles off. But I have these little nippers, and how I'm going to do this is you put these things in here and you clamp down. Whew. Okay, and when I do that, it breaks them in half. Sometimes not as clean as this, but there we go. Now I'm going to be able to use these on the edges where a complete circle tile is not gonna fit, and then I'll be able to finish my grout. And once I grout this thing, it's done, and I don't have to worry about it back here anymore. So anyway, let's get started with that. I'm going to go ahead and try to get this project done back here by the pool until we get some more supplies. We ran out of sand, so we can't do any more travertine. I need to pour some concrete in front of the shed door, and then I need to buy the concrete, the countertop concrete mix, and the tinting so we can pour the seating for the fireplace. And other than that, I just kind of ran out of stuff to work with other than this tile and the grout. I really don't have that much more material to continue working on other sources and other sections of the backyard. So I just need to hunker down, buy some more sand, buy some concrete mix for the countertop. I need to buy more concrete so I can pour that slab, and then we need to order the siding for the shed. And once we figure out what that is, then this thing will really start rock and rolling again. But right now we're kind of on a standstill, a little bit of a slowdown, if you will, just because we just don't have anything to work with. So I'm just going to finish the small little projects that we have that we know we need to finish up. One of those is tile. My dog is absolutely going crazy. Come here. Come here. Relax. 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 Have a seat. Sit. All right. So, crazy dog. Crazy. All right. Well, you guys have a fun one. Hope you enjoy what you're getting ready to see. I'm going to lay some tile. Have fun. See ya. Okay, so I am done. That was tedious. That was probably about an hour and a half or so that I didn't feel like you need to watch the entire time because that was really boring. So now I've got all that done. I'm going to let that set up for a day or so, and then I'm going to go ahead and come back and I'm going to grout that up, and it's going to finish off the top of this thing. It's going to look nice, I think. I think this was a good idea. Still reminds me of when I was a little kid and I was at the pool, the neighborhood pools, which we used to have, and they always had this tiny little penny tile, and that's what this reminds me of. So it was kind of fun. Anyway, I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Again, if you see something you like, leave a comment. If you see something that you're questioning about, leave a comment. Any snide remarks? Feel free to leave a comment. We may or may not get back to you. So anyway, have a great one. I hope everything's going fantastic. Talk to you later in DIY land. Bye-bye. A few things have kind of come, and again, the plan has morphed, and Shannon has made some other decisions of some things that she wants to do here in the backyard. So a couple things I want to go around and just kind of show you how it has progressed and what we're going to do. So first being the landing that we're going to be pouring in front of the shed, which is going to be about 4 inches high. I bought the concrete for that today. It's going to be 42 bags at 80 pounds each. It's not something I wanted to go pick up, put in my truck, make two or three trips, so I decided just to have it delivered. It's just a few $100, and for everything, for the purchase price, the delivery, the tax. So that's going to be money well spent, I believe. Now, what we've done is we've increased the size of the landing. Instead of 5 by 12, we've gone 6 by 12, and I'm going to show you why. So if you look at the tile that we purchased, and I bought this tile as well. This tile is 12 by 12, and when you put this thing down, what she ultimately wants is going to be a square that's going to be there, and then it's going to be there, and then it's going to be there, and then it's gonna be here. So there's gonna be big black squares, and it's gonna be 6 wide and 3 this way, full black squares. There's gonna be 18 of those squares, and on the diagonal, I think they measure like 14.5 inches, but it's gonna be a 6 by 12, so we have 72 tile that we're gonna be putting down on this landing. So I have to pour the concrete. Now, if you remember from before, I was talking about one thing. I was talking about this edge right here needing to be in line with the edge of the concrete down there. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use a really long piece of metal that we have for the roofing on the shed, and I'm gonna use that as a straight edge along this, so I can kind of see where that's gonna impact the edge of that concrete. And hopefully it works out. I'm gonna hope, I mean, these things are not in there very well right now because they have not been mortared in place. So I'm just gonna kind of kick these in place, get them all tight, or as tight as I can get them. And then what I will do is I will use that big piece of metal as my straight edge and see where this ultimately will land, or close to where it will land. So I'm gonna go do that right now. It's really hot out today, and this is painted black. This metal is gonna be super hot, so I'm putting on gloves. So, all right, let's get started. I'm gonna see if I can figure this out. I'm gonna put you down so you can watch. Let's see, where am I gonna put you? How about if I put you right up here so you can watch from up here? How's that? Good? Cool. We have it. That is kind of what I'm thinking about. So if I pour that concrete so it's even with the edge of this board right here, I guess this piece of metal, it's going to be in line with these travertine tiles, and that's what I ultimately want. That way the grass will go right up to the edge of that concrete, right up to the edge of the travertine, and it will look seamless, all in a straight line. That's what we want. So I need to find some wood, and I need to figure out framing out my 6 by 12 concrete pour. And then my cement mixer is in somebody else's garage. I need to go pick it up probably this weekend. Concrete will be here maybe Tuesday, which is several days from now. That's inconsequential, but it won't be here for days. So as a result of that, I have some time to do my framing, to get my prep work done for my slab pour, and we'll see what happens from there. So I'm gonna go do a couple more things, and I hope that I can get started on some fun stuff this next couple days. Get ready for some fun stuff. I'm gonna do some wiring on the shed. We're gonna do some more work inside the shed area with my outlets where we wanna put those. Now, one thing that's kind of fun is yesterday I called and I ordered all of the siding metal for the shed, and it was in very specific lengths, and so I got kind of a creamy white for the verticals, and my trim and my roof was all like a charcoal color. That's gonna look pretty awesome. Really excited about that part. And then once that goes up, I bought the sub panel. That's gonna go on. I need to buy the mini split air conditioning unit. That's gonna go on after the siding, obviously, and after drywall. So that's gonna be something I probably don't need to buy that right now. I can wait probably a few more weeks. And I need to buy insulation. Oh gosh, I've got a lot of stuff to buy. All right, here we go. I'm gonna start getting busy doing something back here. Get another one down here now. Getting all the base rail put in. This is the base rail that the paneling sits in. We have one piece up right there. I'll show you that in a little bit. All right. Huh? Come down to the end. Yep. This one you can go low or high, whichever one you want. Oh no. Back it out just a little bit. Scared for my fingers. You might want to hit one more low just to keep that in there. You want to be about 1 inch above this curve. Somewhere in there, yeah, because this is a 2-inch piece of base rail. One right in the middle of that, and then you'll be ready to go. Got another one. Alright, we're going to throw the second panel up. Let's see what happens. See how this works. Alright, you ready? We're going to switch out to the other bit. It's right down there. I'll grab the panel. It's on top of this. Right there on top of that. Right there. Right here on top of this board. make sure. Put it on the edge. The edge right there. Hit me low. back wall's almost done. It's freaking exciting. I just changed the whole look of everything back here. Look at that. Does not look like it did this morning. That is pretty neat. It went by pretty quick. Literally, I think those last 4 panels were probably 15 minutes, 20 minutes. He's making so much noise I can barely talk. All right, we're gonna keep going. Enjoy it. Bye-bye. So while he's working, I'll explain one thing. So we had the 3-inch purlins that went from post to post, 48 inches off the ground, and that's these right here. So we are using these as the center support for all the different screws that we're going to be putting in these panels. These are panels, so that's what these are. So we measure up 49¼ inches. That hits the middle of that C, that purlin, and now we just have to do all of these on the 49¼ inch. So this first panel was done, and then the one around the corner was done, and then we just have to do the rest of these panels. So it's coming around. It actually kind of looks like a shipping container right now until we get the trim on there, and we ordered new trim. So one of the things I wanted to show you was, if you notice down here, this is black, and I spray painted that black because the original trim color was a charcoal gray. Now it matches the roofing material right here, and the problem with that is it just didn't quite look right. So we had black. Since we have the black windows and the black slider, we decided we were going to reorder all the trim, and we reordered this morning, and we should have it in a couple days. So we're going to put black trim on this thing. It's going to look a lot better, I think, and so does Shannon. We just didn't like the gray. So anyway, that's where we are at this point. This is coming together really fast. Very impressed. Very impressed. This just completely changed the look of everything in the backyard. And now it's a building. It's a big building. All right. So we do have some panels to cut. Are you done? All right. Young Jedi here is done. So we can't do that last one. Oh yes, we do. We can do that last one. All right. Let's do the last one. That's the last panel of the night. And we do have some trimming to do here, I think. We're gonna have a little bit of trimming. Gotta get those bottom ones in, and we are done. Gonna move that ladder. Watch out. Here, lift it up. Alright. We'll take care of that ladder. Oh. Well, that's a different look to the side of the house now. Very fun. Almost done. How many more you got? 3, 2?
3.
Uh-oh.
That was ongoing here.
You're probably on another screw.
Yeah.
Got a little bit of dog help. So that one's not going?
You know, you can try if you want. But
Nah, not right now. I think we're done for the night. Well, there you have it, folks. That was the what, maybe 30 minutes or so of panel installation. That went faster than I thought it was going to go. So I guess I called my buddy the contractor, and he said we didn't need to put the butyl tape between the panels. So because of that, we're able to go ahead and finish these panels today, and then we should be able to get the other ones cut and installed soon, and then get the roofing panels on somewhat soon as well. And then we're going to be able to wire this whole building, get the hat channel installed on the inside, which I found out is going to be the best way to put the drywall in, and then we'll be good to go. So this has been a lot of fun. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time. See you later. Bye-bye.